who had 25 in the road win at Georgia Tech. Kebajai, Kyle Filipowski get us going. Bert Smith, Jamie Lucky, John Gaffney on the whistle, and away we go. Here is Davis, left or right corner for Ives. On the drive, he'll skip it for Shrewsbury's 3-0 Notre Dame.
Great coaching move. He starts his son and he hits the first one.
The way that Markus Shrewsbury is building his program is similar to the way Tony Bennett had did it at Virginia.
Roach answers. Tied at 3. On a summer tour with his son, it was locked up.
Yes, it was locked up when we come in for the game. You gotta have top flight security in the world let you in.
5-3, Irish in front. Nice shot, McCain on the board.
That young man is so advanced in his offensive game. The poise, the patience that he plays with.
Shrewsbury knocked away. Now McCain trying to find a pass. Score.
I believe we have a couple. We've got to make it to the first, maybe even the second media timeout and stay within distance.
Proctor. Mitchell had it, got it, scored. Corey, you like the looks they're getting?
And they're getting great looks, especially for a guy like Burton, who's getting those looks.
Proctor checks out of the lineup, so you got Roach, McCain, Foster. Ryan Young has come in for Filipowski. Ball away by Roach is good.
Jalen Roach has simplified his game so much.
Irish come in, they fight it offensively. There's no stat that doesn't show the struggle of Markus Shrewsbury's first team. There's a drive and score for the freshman, Caleb Foster.
But Duke needs to get him to find his confidence.
Young kind of chased Burton into a quick layup. Now Foster. Over the top of Booth. Cause a problem for him. Condensed trying to find a path. Young fighting. Condensed again, and it's a shot clock violation. Wearing number 1 for Notre Dame. Proctor is back for Duke. Here's Jalen Blanks on the drive. And that got blocked by Zona, alternating possession. In the weird 24 hours it's kind of been in the ACC, Duke still got it all in front of them, including the two principals that they have at least one game with each. And Sean Stewart starts the transition, and here's the lob. Oh, my goodness. 94 feet of special.
Kicking off, sprinting, recognizing he was going to have an opportunity. His fellow freshman Caleb Foster knows. Minutes.
3 rattles out from Proctor. Filipowski a second chance for the Blue Devils. Foster wastes no time.
Caleb Foster, seeing those 2 layups, those easy ones go through, and what happens?
Trying to get around Stewart. Kebajai the catch with the left hand and snaps the drought. First field goal for Jai. Ryan Young back for an extended stay as Braden Shrewsbury drops home his second 3 of the first half. And Jai the rebound. Here's Braden Shrewsbury picking it up for Burton in transition. And that 3 for Markus Burton.
What did I say? Get 2 buckets and at least it's manageable now. Guy in my mind for years that's done that, and we miss him so much being out here.
Yep.
Get back here, Dick.
Absolutely. This Roper, guys like that have come in from other programs. Here is Kerry Booth, a top 100 guy in our ESPN rankings a year ago. That got blocked. Here is Proctor. Nice scoop. Tyrese Proctor's first basket. Should be terrific.
WD, that's the rematch. The Hokies winning the first matchup in Blacksburg by 1 on a Liz Kitley buzzer beater. So I'm sure the Wolfpack looking for some get back on this one.
Absolutely.
Hey, but you see how Duke's guarding him.
Yeah.
They're putting Mitchell on him.
Now he takes it around Stewart and tried to put it high off the glass. Zona recovered it on the rebound.
I still think Stewart got a hand on that one, WD.
Yeah. Look at Kerry Booth go get it. Booth 1 step flush.
Now that was a...
Look at the freshman. Kerry Booth gets on the board here at Cameron with a 2-hand flush. Has gone from out to 9. And Wake is in the first 4 out, even after the big blowout win in Atlanta last night.
Well, that won't move the needle enough. And since Reed has got there, they've obviously been much, much better.
Zona scores off the drive after a Ryan Young basket. State Wake Saturday afternoon on ACC Network.
And that is going to be a battle between those two teams that we should be able to count on getting into the NCAA tournament.
There goes Julian Roper on the drive. That got swatted back from behind by his former teammate Ryan Young at Northwestern.
You know, with a lot of these young guys, first time.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Stemming the tide through that beginning of the game is Conference able to knock down.
Like that, you're not going to beat them in here. You've got to hope that they miss a few for you.
Look at Keba Jai with a right hand.
Nice move.
6'10" sophomore.
And I will tell you, he is very well beloved in this building.
That's shocking. Well, that's because they beat us most of the time.
There's a three by McCain. And on cue, Jared McCain now with 7.
You also have to remember, WD, Mark Mitchell was a 3-man last year. He's primarily been a 4 this season for the Blue Devils, and Flip is able to get one to go in the paint.
First points for Filipowski, by the way.
And have a great coaching year. You know, and some years you can have 30 wins and not have a great coaching year.
Shrewsbury knocks down another 3. That's his 3rd of the ball game. He's got 11 now.
But I know Buddy well. Buddy had confidence from day one. He had confidence when he was playing for the Albany City Rocks.
Yeah. Markus Burton a 3. He's now in double figures.
Well, Buddy's mother made him shoot on those tight coops when he was young. I didn't do that.
Which is why he got the confidence from Julie.
Yeah, no question. There we go. Answered my question.
If you're going to beat the Blue Devils in this building, you're going to have to make threes. If you look at teams who have won here, they have shot the basketball extremely well.
McCain, nice shot. Jared McCain with 9. Kerry Booth, almost 7 feet tall. Bothered by Mitchell. Recovered Jai, swatted out. Filipowski, nice play.
I was watching that game at home live.
I couldn't believe that.
And that was fun. Not as much fun as what we're having right now, though.
Tay Davis on the drive. It's a 10-point game. Notre Dame had a chance to cut it to 6 twice. Filipowski had it blocked. That's Davis on the rejection. By the way, Jalen Blake's back on the floor here in the second half for Duke. Mitchell pushed it up off the window and in.
But Blake's getting minutes right now.
He played 13 minutes a year ago, but he was a defensive stopper in Shire's first campaign. Here's Burton. Little pull-up on Mitchell. Boy, he got a nice game. Mitchell's going to be a big part of it.
I believe Mitchell will be a big part of it, but I also believe Proctor is going to be a huge part of that. It's going to be that sophomore class along with Filipowski that really Duke will have to follow. It's those sophomores. They will determine how much success this Duke team has.
Proctor all the way through with a right hand. 9 now for Tyrese Proctor. First points of the second half. Lead back to 11 for Duke. Too strong. Condensed couldn't get it. Stewart does. Tap foul for Filipowski.
You know, this being, of course, the first game after the Carolina game and how much energy is expended when you play against North Carolina, the Duke-North Carolina matchup. Either they may have a little bit of a hang-up. They're just not going up against the same level of competition that the Tar Heels faced last night.
Well, they're all about making shots. They missed a lot of shots that they normally make.
Wanting to get the game in the mud. I think at times Notre Dame's able to do that. Sustaining it is different. Here is Foster on the steal and the flush. And it is.
Well, Caleb Foster getting into the passing lane. And I coached with Oak Hill, another guy from Oak Hill.
I don't like it too much when people say they didn't compete because I think most of the time the players do compete. But sometimes that's a motivational tool that coaches will use.
Coach Boeheim and the Orange fell to the Blue Devils of Vic Bubas.
Coach was Markus Burton stepping up, knocking down the 3 ball. Coach, was Dave Bing on that team also?
Yes, he was. That's why we got this.
You guys were same class, correct?
Yes, sir.
Ryan Young turns and scores.
You always got a nice nugget for me.
Under 5. Here is Mitchell on the drive against Condensed. Duke and Notre Dame ever played was a neutral site game at Chicago Stadium in February of 1965. There's Kerry Booth for 3, his second field goal of the night.
Whose jersey happens to be hanging in the rafters.
Absolutely. It's amazing when you think about Ron Reed, though, because he was, what, 6'7"? Something like that, right, Jim?
That was a very good Duke team, too. Kyle Singler on that team, who was the all-time winningest player in ACC history until Kihei Clark broke that record last year in his 5 seasons.
Here's Filipowski to the slice on Mitchell. What a good-looking pass that was, Coach.
Ever since then, Notre Dame concerned about Jared McCain. Markus Burton having opportunities to slip right to the rim.
16-point game. Burton, another jump stop. Short jumper, good. Boy, Markus Burton.
Yeah, we knew he would not be afraid of the moment. He and Shrewsbury definitely showed up for this game.
11 now for McCain, who's going to pick up the win, fellas. 17-5, 8-3 in the ACC. Notre Dame will lose for the 7th straight time. They get Virginia Tech in South Bend on Saturday. BC's here to see Duke, Corey.